Hello everyone! Today we're going to look at building try and except blocks inside of Python. What we have in front of us here is the code I did in the previous video where we did an elif statement for a simple little program that asks you to guess a number between 1 and 10. If you haven't seen that, I'd recommend go watching that very quick. But if you want to just learn about try and except blocks, you should be able to watch just this video and I'll just go over what this code does very briefly. The first thing we do is we ask the user to enter a number between 1 and 10. And we handle a few cases. One where they don't enter a number between 1 and 10. One where it's a little bit too above the correct answer, which is 5 here. Or if it's below, and if they enter the right number, then they will see correct guess. So that's all the program does. What our try and except block is going to do here is it's going to look for this integer that the user puts in, but if it's not an integer, we need a way to handle that in our program so it doesn't break our program. So here we're just going to, where we're converting it to an integer, we're going to put this in a try block so it doesn't break our program. Say the user enters the letter B. Then it would typically break our code because if you try to convert the letter B to an integer, you can get an error. But the try block catches that error. So let's go ahead and implement that. It's pretty easy to implement the try catch block. All we need to do here is add that try statement and then this except statement. For the except statement, we're going to capture ValueError. ValueError is the error that occurs, so those errors that you typically see within your Python program, that's what's getting captured here. And then we're going to display it on the console down here. So let's print VE is the variable. So ValueError is, you can think of it as like a data type, and then the variable is being captured here. And we're just going to print that. And then also what I'd like to do is update this code. Rather than putting a print statement out, it would be actually a good idea to raise a ValueError here as well, because we can assume that this instance where the user guesses numbers outside the range of 1 and 10, in the scope of our program, we're going to call that an error. So the way we would simulate that is we could raise a ValueError here to simulate what this except block does. And then guess must be between 1 and 10. And so once this code block gets hit, then it sends this information down to the except block. Assume there was more to be done down here. Say we wanted to handle some more information down here if the user does something incorrect. Now this raise error will send our program flow down here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that with the debugger. So we're going to step into our code here, and step back out. Did not want to go into the parse here. Now we should be able to enter a number, and the number is too low. So we hit this block right here, or excuse me, down here. But let's also test our program now to handle the letter B. So we'll step over. Let's enter the letter B. All right, we're on this line in the debugger. Let's watch what we do here. So now we're in the blue, and this produced an error. So when it tried to convert to an integer, it produced the ValueError that we were expecting. And here's what VE is equal to. So they're saying B is not able to be converted to an integer. And we catch our ValueError there. Now let's also take a quick look at this program flow with maybe a number that's too high. So let's put in the number 11. Okay, so we've reached this block of code. Step into, all right, now we're going to raise the ValueError, and we see that our program flow gets sent down here to the except block. So that's what this raise ValueError does. It sends us down here. Whereas earlier the print statement would just print the statement and then the program would end. We can send our program logic down here if what we call an error, in this case, is being exerted in our program. Is being done in our program. So let's just continue through it. And now it's also taken the text that we put here and it's going to print that text right here. So that's a quick rundown of try and accept blocks. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.